So last Thursday, February 26, natalo ang Gilas Pilipinas sa New Zealand sa score na 69-66. And very close game siya. Ito yung stats ng laro. And yes, babasahin ko yung stats kasi hindi ko siya kabisado. Baka kasi may mag-comment na naman dyan na halatang binabasa ko lang daw. Eh, just totoo naman, naglalagay ako ng pointers at subject dyan sa mga binabasa ko. Nakakatawa lang yung mga nagko-comments. So, yun nga, Gilas Pilipinas lost to New Zealand sa score na 69-66. Dwight Ramos scoring 16 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Siya yung leading scorer natin sa game na to. And siya yung best performer natin. Kasabay niya si CJ Perez with 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and si Juan Gomez de Leaño with his, Gilas Pilipinas senior men's debut, scoring 10 points, 1 rebound and 2 assists. And then si QMB, isa sa mga best performer din natin actually dito sa buong window na to. Sa game against New Zealand, ang stats niya ay 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and si AJ Edu with 5 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists and 3 blocks, which is another solid performance on the defensive end, and yun nga yung production niya sa glass. Si Justin Brownlee with 4 points, 6 rebounds and 2 assists with 1 steal and 1 block. Medyo napaalat dito si JB. Calvin Oftana with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and Carl Tamayo with 3 points, 1 rebound. Kevin Kiamba with 2 points. Maalat din yung laro ni KQ sa game na to. And Scottie Thompson with 1 point, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Judmar Fajardo with 0 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And then si Chris Newsome, hindi siya nag-produce ng kahit anong stat line. Para naman sa New Zealand, Max Darling with 11 points. Si Sam Menenga, which is their best player or best performer, with 10 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. Isa sa mga positive na nagawa dito because si Sam Menenga ang kanilang best scorer, and the fact na na-hold natin siya to 10 points but still producing 14 rebounds and 4 assists, it's a good sign para sa Gilas. Makikita mo na medyo solid talaga yung depensa ng Gilas Pilipinas dito sa game na to. Si Tyrell Harrison with 9.7 rebounds, 1 assist. Si Ruben Terangi, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, correct me if I'm wrong, with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Si Carlin Davison with 5 points, 2 assists. Yanni Wetzel with 4 points. Si Jordan Ngatay, again, I'm sorry again for if I'm mispronouncing these last names, just correct me if I'm wrong, with 3 points and 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Si Tane Murray with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then si Tohi Smith Milner with 2 points and 1 rebound. Meron din silang player na hindi nakapag-produce ng stat line, which is si Keanu Rasmussen, na hindi nakapag-produce ng stat line para sa game na to. And again, my apologies if I'm mispronouncing yung mga last names na to incorrectly. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Don't bash me. So this game is a very close game despite Justin Brownlee scoring only 4 points. It was a bad game for JB, this game. And sinabi naman kasi ang game plan kasi talaga ng New Zealand dito is parang 80% is to be able to slow down Justin Brownlee, and they did exactly that. Despite Justin Brownlee, not performing well, meron namang mga nag-step up sa scoring sa Gilas Pilipinas. Kagaya ni Dwight Ramos with 16 points and 8 rebounds and 2 steals. Ito yung mga normal stat line na aasahan natin kay Dwight Ramos parate, which makes him our best local. Masasabi ba natin na si Dwight ang ating best local player right now? And for this game, CJ Perez stepping up, 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Ang top 4 performers ko dito para sa Gilas Pilipinas ay si Dwight Ramos, si CJ Perez, ang debut ni Juan Gomez de Leaño, at si QMB. And AJ Edu na rin, silang lima talaga yung parang nag-step up para sa Gilas Pilipinas team na to. And unfortunately, it still wasn't enough to beat New Zealand. It was a very winnable game para sa Gilas. We just really came up short. Pero ang positives naman talaga sa game na yan, even I myself, hindi ako naniniwala, and I don't like moral victories. Kagaya rin ng sabi ni Coach Tim Cone, hindi enough yung nakadikit tayo, muntik tayo manalo. Yung mga moral victories is something that ayoko talaga ng ganun eh. A loss is a loss para sa akin. Pero syempre, nandito lang naman tayo para i-discuss yung mga positive sides na nangyari sa game na to. And yun nga, despite Justin Brownlee, our naturalized player, our best scorer, scoring only 4 points, 3 points lang yung lamang ng New Zealand sa game na to. And ang isa pang nangyari sa game na to is Gilas Pilipinas only shot 7 out of 37 from 3. And imagine that, despite that, di ba? And plus Justin Brownlee scoring only 4 points. 3 points lang yung nilamang ng New Zealand sa atin, which shows us na gumana yung depensa natin against sa team na to. And I like the addition of QMB. Dito natin nakita yung combination ni QMB at ni AJ Edu together other on the floor. Ganda ng synergy nila eh. They're two different kinds of players that does a lot of things very well, which I think they complement really each other on the floor. So ang sarap panoorin nun, and I wanted to see more of that sana. Yun nga, ang ganda ng depensa natin. It's just that we really could not connect shots. Hindi tayo nakakashoot. And yun nga, despite almost winning, a loss is a loss, and we just need to move forward. And that was a very winnable game, and I expect Gilas Pilipinas to win the next time they meet in July. No more moral victories for this team. Last Sunday naman, Gilas Pilipinas lost to Australia sa score na 93-66. Again, babasahin ko ulit. Baka may mag-comment na naman, nalatang binabasa lang, tapos tatawa-tawa pa siya eh. Parang pinanood niya talaga para pansinin yung mga mali eh. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just human. Hindi ko kabisado yung buong stats ng game, so I have to read this one out. So, yun nga, Gilas Pilipinas lost to the Australia Boomers sa score na 93-66. Ito, medyo tambakan tong game na to. In this game, Justin Brownlee played really well. So, he's scoring 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Si QMB with 11.7 rebounds. Si Dwight Ramos with 9 points. And AJ Edu with 6 points. Chris Newsome with 4 points. Scotty Thompson with 3 points. CJ Perez with 3 points. Dito, bumaba production ni CJ Perez, and si KQ with 3 points. Medyo maalat pa rin talaga yung laro ni Kevin Kembao dito sa window na to. Carl Tamayo with 2 points, Junmar Fajardo with 2 points, and then si Juan Gomez de Leaño ay hindi nakapag-produce ng any stat line. Para sa Australia naman, ang pumatay talaga sa atin dito ay si Elijah Pepper, scoring 28 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Si Tanner Krebs, 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steal. Mitch Creek with 13.6 rebounds and 4 assists, 1 steal. Tom Wilson, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Si Nick Kay with 8 points. Si Sam Froling with 3 points. And again, I apologize if I mispronounce and if I don't know yung ibang players ng Australia very well. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Paki-comment na lang down below. So for this game naman, ito medyo hindi ko na siya inasahan talaga maipanalo from the very beginning. Ano, number 6 in the world ng Australia for a reason. And even with Kai Sotto there, I don't think they could have won that. Medyo mahirap pa rin para sa Gilas. We would need to play perfect basketball to be able to win that game, pero it's hard even with Kai Sotto. On this game, Justin Brownlee scored 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Isa sa mga, I think bumawi siya from the previous games, at least scoring wise, pero naniniwala talaga ako. Sa next video ko i-breakdown ko yung what went wrong dito, kung bakit ganito. Ganito na lang gawin natin. Sa next video ko magpo-post ako ng medyo rant video ko for this Gilas Pilipinas. So dito ko sasabihin yung mga breakdowns ko at yung mga opinions ko and yung mga thoughts ko dun sa performance nila recently. Yun nga. So, ngayon bine-breakdown lang natin yung nangyari sa game. Another performer to be highlighted dito sa game na to is si QMB with 11 points and 7 rebounds. QMB is probably top 3 best performer para sa Pilipinas sa window na to, if not the best, kasi of course nandiyan si Dwight Ramos who performed. Pero in terms of consistency na maganda yung pinakita talaga both games, maganda yung impact, mataas yung efficiency, it's QMB. And yun nga, considering the fact na muntik pa siyang hindi maglaro para sa team na to, pero that's QMB for you. Yun ang madadala ng isang QMB talaga, toughness, boxing out. Yun nga, yung galing niya pumusisyon, rebounding. Although this game against Australia, maraming mga lapses in terms of rebounding. Ang daming offensive rebounds ng Australia. Well, hindi naman yung kasalanan ni QMB more of the reason nun talaga is they were running Justin Brownlee at the 4 and JB at the 4. I'm sorry, as great as JB is offensively, as a 4 defensively, hindi siya bumabak sa ang daming offensive rebounds ng Australia dahil 4 si Justin Brownlee, and yun yung isa mga reason na hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit 4 si Justin Brownlee despite having guys like Carl Tamayo, Junmar, AJ Edu there. Pero yun na, like I said, that's for another video. So yun yung nangyari. We weren't able to stop Elijah Pepper kahit sinong ilagay natin sa kanya. Sobrang buenas niya talaga, which I don't understand. Para sa akin to me, watching Elijah Pepper, he's not quick, he's not athletic, he doesn't have a quick first step, but for some reason, kahit anong gawin niya sa court, kaya niyang gawin, and hindi siya mabantayan ni Newsome, ni Scotty, ni Dwight, ni Carl Tamayo. For some reason, and yun nga, it's an unfortunate window para sa Gilas Pilipinas na pares tayo natalo. Yung New Zealand game it's very winnable, and itong Australia, medyo hindi ko na inasahan, pero I felt like it could have been better, and yun nga, I guess sa July window, I expect Gilas Pilipinas to come back stronger. and let's just be positive at let's cheer. Talagang mag-cheer pa rin tayo para sa team na to kasi team natin to and win or lose talagang team natin to. And pag nananalo naman sila, masaya tayong lahat, buong Pilipinas masaya. Yun nga lang kapag natatalo, parang sobrang dami talagang bashing and maraming mga sinisigaw yung mga players na kailangan alisin, ganyan, balitan. And yun nga, sa susunod na video, siguro yun nga, kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, yun yung gagawa ko ng parang medyo rant video ko for this Gilas Pilipinas team, and dito ko sasabihin yung mga thoughts ko at breakdowns ko dun sa performances nila and how they played and kung may kailangan mapalitan para sa akin. And yun lang. Again, kagaya nyo lang ako na fan na nagsishare ng opinion ko. Just because I shared my opinion, it doesn't mean na yun yung tama. Diba? Maaring meron kayong different na opinions on me kumpara sa akin. That's okay. The only difference that we have is ako ay may platform but we're the same. Parehas lang tayong fan at wala tayong boses dyan sa Gilas Pilipinas. We're all just speaking as fans. So, let's have a healthy conversation. Let's, learn from each other. Let's share our passion for basketball with each other. So, I'd like to hear your comments and thoughts dun sa dito at saka sa gagawin kong video with sana walang hate, di ba? Like I said, pwede tayong hindi magkasundo, pwede tayong hindi mag-agree on something, but it doesn't really mean that we're both right or neither of us are wrong. Hindi sabihin na tama tayo or mali. We're just really fans na nag-express ng opinions natin bilang basketball fans sa mundo. So, yun lang. Peace out.